one day I was just casually PvPing with another player. Bro was cooking me, so I decided to run for my life. But he still managed to kill me. That's when I started to wonder, I wasn't fast enough. But what's actually the fastest way to travel in Bloxfruits? So I went on a mission, testing all sorts of fruits and techniques to find the ultimate speed hack. And I think I finally found it. But before we get to the fastest method, let's start with the slowest way to travel in Bloxfruits, just to see how slow it can get. When you press Control, your character walks instead of running. And without any accessory or race buffs, this becomes the slowest way to travel in Bloxfruits. Let's go from here to the end of the bridge. All right, starting the timer now. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. After 1 minute and 29 seconds, I finally reached the end. Next, let's try running. Much better. This time it took 33 seconds. All right, enough with the boring stuff. Let's try something more realistic. By realistic, I mean running plus dashing. This took 11 seconds. Now let's spice things up with some accessories. There are plenty of items that boost movement speed, but I'll focus on 3 that give the biggest buffs. Dojo Belt, Hunter Cape, Pilot Helmet. For the Dojo Belt, I'll use the red one, which gives us a 60% movement buff. And as for the Hunter Cape, I'll use the black one, which gives us an 80% movement buff. Let's see how fast we can go now. Whoa, I didn't expect that. Only a millisecond difference. I thought it would be more like a 1 or 2 second gap. But anyway, let's move on to the Pilot Helmet. It gives the biggest movement buff, boosting our speed by 130%. 11 seconds. I guess I'm not too surprised after seeing the results of the Dojo Belt and Hunter Cape. Now it's time for the real speed test. Let's bring out the Mink Race. I've got all the gears. Now let's start testing. First, we'll try it without V3 and any accessories. The result? "9.3 seconds. Now let's activate V3. This time it took 8.3 seconds. Next, let's add the Hunter Cape. The result? "8.1 seconds. And finally, with the Pilot Helmet. The difference might not be huge, though. 7.9 seconds. Yeah, thought so. Before we jump into V4, let's test some fruits. First up, ice fruit. And yes, it's awakened. It took 11.5 seconds. We'll skip some of the slower fruits and jump straight to the light fruit. This one clocked in at 7.6 seconds. Now you might be wondering, what could possibly be faster than light? After all, it's the fastest travel fruit in Bloxfruits, right? Well, we're not counting Portal because that's straight up cheats. Plus, Portal has fixed teleportation spots, so you can't teleport freely. Also, teleportation doesn't count as speed. You can read about it here. Next up, we've got the dough fruit. Sorry about the turbulence. My friend recorded that clip. Dude might have been drunk. Anyway, dough fruit finished in 10.4 seconds. Now it's finally time for the ultimate test. Mink V4. Can it beat the light fruit? Let's find out. "6.1 seconds. And just like that, it beat the light fruit. But guess what? We can go even faster. By eating the Leo fruit, its transformation gives around a 67% speed boost. Combined with Mink V3 and V4, it's fast, like really fast. The result? "5.7 seconds to reach the end. But wait, we can go even faster. By eating the Kitsune fruit. This fruit gives a 100% speed boost plus 2 times whatever this is, and with its transformation, you get an extra speed boost. Time to eat the Kitsune fruit. Ouch! This hurts. Please like and subscribe for this sacrifice. With Mink V3 and V4 active, this might just be the fastest way to travel in Bloxfruits. Whoa, this already looks insanely fast. Now for the test. "5.1 seconds. I tested it again. Still 5.1 seconds. Now you might think, this is the limit, right? Kitsune is the fastest fruit. Mink is the fastest race. What could possibly beat this combo? Well, I present to you the Cyborg race.
Wait, what? Cyborg race doesn't even give a movement buff.
But you see, there's this glitch. If you press Skull Guitar M1 and Cyborg Super Jump at the same time, you start to zoom from one place to another. I kept bumping my head on the bridge, so I looked for an alternative. Let's try reaching the cafe instead. I think it's further than the bridge, but hey, no big deal. 5.1 seconds again. It tied with the Kitsune fruit. Who would have thought? Surely this is it, right? Nope. Time to go back to the Mink race. Here's the trick. Mink V4 has a gear where if you hold Q, you perform a super dash. I didn't think it would make me faster, but I tried it anyway. 4.8 seconds. Wow. I didn't expect it to surpass the Kitsune fruit with V4, but now this has to be the fastest method, right? Nope. Now let me introduce you to the main character, the rubber fruit. I kept bonking my head on the poles again, so I asked my friend to help. So I asked my friend to help. "2.9 seconds. Sheesh. And that was without transformation. Now let's try it with transformation. I've got the mastery. Now I present to you the fastest way to travel in Bloxfruits.